Today, we're going to learn about probability of an event. Probability is equal to the number of elements in the event over the number of elements in the sample space. First, I need to describe what sample space is. Sample space is equal to all possible outcomes of an experiment. So let's say we have a coin. If you were to flip the coin, you'd have two possible outcomes. You'd have heads and you'd have tails. So this is heads and this is tails. And because the probability of flipping either a heads or a tails is the same, and probabilities out of 100, then we know that the probability of heads is 50% and the probability of tails is also 50%. For this adds up to 100%. This actually answers the second prompt, the probability of flipping a coin and it landing on tails. Well, it's going to be the number of elements in the event divided by the number of elements in the sample space. The number of elements in the event is tails, and tails is one event. So tails is 1, and the sample space is 2, because the sample space consists of heads or tails. So our answer is going to be 1/2, which is equal to 50%. Let's try the first one. The probability of rolling a 2 or less on a die. How many elements are in the event? There are 2 elements. The probability of rolling a 2 or less is going to be 1 and 2. You can roll a 1 or a 2 and it would fulfill this prompt. So we have 2, and the number of elements in the sample space is 6 because a die has 6 sides. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you have 3 on the opposite side. So it's going to be 6. So 2 out of 6 is 1/3, or 33%. So the probability is 33%. And finally, what's the probability of any given day to be a weekend? So what the key word here is weekend. And there are 2 days that are weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. So that's going to be 2 elements in the event. And the sample space is 7 because there's 7 days in a week. So 2 over 7, that's going to be around 29%. So the probability of any given day of the week to be a weekend is around 29%.